The true power of mindful observation lies in its ability to transform each moment into a rich tapestry of wisdom and insight. And that is the thought for today. Welcome to 7 Good Minutes. I'm Clyde Lee Dennis. Thanks for joining me for what I believe will be 7 of the most enriching minutes of your day. In today's episode of 7 Good Minutes, we talk about the power of mindful observation. Enjoy. Mindful observation is the practice of paying close attention to the present moment without distraction or judgment. It allows you to see the world around you with greater clarity and appreciation. When you slow down and truly observe, you start to notice things that often go unnoticed. The subtle shifts in light, the texture of an object, or the way someone's voice changes when they're excited. This simple act of being fully present can have a profound impact on your well-being. It helps you develop a sense of calm, bringing awareness to your surroundings rather than being lost in thought. By focusing on what is in front of you, you create space between yourself and stress, allowing you to respond thoughtfully rather than react impulsively. You don't need to be in a quiet retreat to practice mindful observation. It can be done anywhere, while sipping coffee, walking through a park, or even sitting in traffic. The key is to engage with what's around you rather than rushing through moments on autopilot. When you begin to truly see the world instead of just moving through it, you cultivate a sense of gratitude, presence, and connection to life as it unfolds. Training your awareness takes practice, but it starts with small, intentional steps. One way to begin is to pick an object, a flower, a cup of tea, or even your own hands, and observe it as if you've never seen it before. Notice the shape, the colors, the textures. Observe without labeling or analyzing, just take in what is present. Another way to train your awareness is through mindful walking. Instead of walking with your mind elsewhere, focus on the sensation of your feet touching the ground, the rhythm of your breath, and the movement of your arms. Let go of the rush and simply observe the act of walking. It's easy to overlook the richness of the moment when your mind is caught in the past or worrying about the future. But when you train yourself to stay present, you begin to develop a greater sense of control over your focus. It becomes easier to enjoy the little moments and stay centered, even in chaotic situations. The more you practice, the more natural it becomes, transforming how you engage with the world each day. Your senses play a powerful role in deepening mindful observation. Sight, sound, smell, taste, and touch offer direct ways to anchor yourself in the present moment. Rather than rushing through a meal, for example, you can take the time to truly taste your food. Notice the flavors, the texture, and the way the food feels in your mouth. Listening is another powerful way to engage your senses. When you really listen, whether to a song, nature, or another person, you hear things with a new level of depth. Instead of waiting for your turn to speak in a conversation, try fully tuning in to what the other person is saying. You may notice the emotion behind their words, the pauses they take, or even what they are not saying. Engaging your senses in this way enhances your overall experience of life. Instead of merely existing, you start to truly feel, taste, and appreciate what is in front of you. This simple shift in awareness allows you to savor the richness of each moment, making even ordinary experiences feel more vibrant and meaningful. One of the greatest benefits of mindful observation is its ability to reduce stress and anxiety. When your mind is constantly racing, filled with worries and to-do lists, it's easy to feel overwhelmed. But when you shift your focus to the present moment, you create a break from that mental chatter. Observing your breath, the sounds around you, or the sensation of your feet on the floor grounds you in the now. It helps you step out of the cycle of overthinking and into a place of calm. You realize that most of the things that cause stress exist only in your thoughts, not in the present moment itself. Even in challenging situations, mindful observation can help. Instead of getting lost in frustration or fear, you can pause and simply notice what's happening without judgment. This small change in perspective allows you to approach problems with a clearer mind rather than reacting out of stress. The more you incorporate this practice, the more resilient you become, making it easier to navigate life's ups and downs with greater ease. Mindful observation isn't just about your surroundings. It can also transform your relationships. When you truly observe the people around you, you start to pick up on subtle cues that you may have missed before. The way a loved one smiles when they're happy. The slight hesitation in someone's voice when they're holding something back. These small details help you connect on a deeper level. By being fully present in conversations, you create space for meaningful interactions. Instead of planning your next response while someone is speaking, try simply listening. Observe their tone, their expressions, and what they are truly trying to communicate. This kind of presence makes people feel heard and valued, strengthening your relationships in ways that words alone cannot. Mindful observation also fosters empathy. When you pay attention to others with curiosity rather than assumption, you begin to understand them on a deeper level. It helps you see past surface-level interactions and engage with people in a way that builds trust and connection. Simply by observing with an open heart, you can create more meaningful, positive relationships in your life. Like any skill, mindful observation strengthens with daily practice. The more you engage in it, the more natural it becomes. Start by setting small reminders throughout your day to pause and observe. Take a few seconds to notice your surroundings, your breath, or the emotions you're feeling in the moment. You can also make mindful observation part of your routine. Whether it's watching the sunrise, feeling the warmth of your coffee cup in the morning, or paying attention to how the wind feels on your skin, these small acts of presence add up over time. As you build this habit, you'll notice an increase in your ability to focus and stay present. Instead of feeling pulled in different directions by distractions, you'll develop a greater sense of peace and clarity. Mindful observation is a simple practice, but its impact is profound. It helps you slow down, appreciate the richness of life, and experience each moment with a deeper sense of gratitude. That does it for today's episode of 7 Good Minutes. Please take a moment to rate and review the show on the platform you're listening on. Until next time, let's be civil to one another out there. Thanks for listening.